Double consciousness is a term created by W.E.B. Du Bois. It describes how African Americans view themselves individually, as a group, and through the eyes of the society they live in. Always looking at oneself through the eyes of others, measuring one's soul by the tape of the world that looks on and with amused contempt and pity. This produces what Du Bois calls Tawanness. Tawanness is a black or American with two souls, two thoughts, and two unreconciled strives. Du Bois felt these two views are always in conflict with one another. Based upon this view, an African American who is a high-achieving student experienced this Tawanness. This is due to them wanting to be African and wanting to be American without the ridicule of their own race. Furthermore, double consciousness causes individuals to decide which perspective they want to embrace, their true self or the person that fits into the norms of their society. In The Souls of Black Folks, Du Bois states, "What need of an education?" And the nation echoed and enforced this self-criticism, saying, "Be content and be servants, nothing more, and behold the suicide of the race." These words are powerful because it seems like they are the words that many African Americans live by today. Why work when there is welfare? Why go to school when in their minds they are just another statistic? Racial suicide is seen daily. African Americans are not using their full potential. Suicide of a race means watching a race destroy itself, whether it be by crime or lack of knowledge. In addition to the double consciousness of the African American society, class separation also causes a hindrance in the African American community. Max Weber, a social scientist, believes that class, status, and party are components of stratification. Weber used the term class to refer to a group of people who have a similar level of economic resources while also viewing income, wealth, and skill knowledge to be essential. Weber argued that skill is an available commodity. By developing our skill knowledge, we can enhance our class position. The term status refers to people who have the same prestige or lifestyle. In the African American society, participation in such groups often limits our social interaction with others whom the group sees as outsiders. In our culture, a successful pickpocketer may belong to the same income class as a college professor, yet the thief is regarded as a member of low status, while the professor holds high status. Besides class creating a hindrance in the African American community, cultural capital has created a line of separation between African Americans. Sociologist Pierre Bourdieu introduced the concept of cultural capital, by which he meant our tastes, knowledge, attitudes, language, and ways of thinking that we exchange in interactions with others. Bourdieu believed that culture is a form of power. He argued that people in different social class positions possess different types of cultural capital. The tastes of the working class differ from those of upper class. For example, from rap music by Lil Wayne to symphony concerts by Beethoven, operas and foreign films are regarded as high culture, whereas pop culture, including popular movies, TV reality shows, and rap music, is considered below. Judgments like these are based on a level of cultural elitism in which those at the top are able to define their preferences as apparently superior to those of the masses. In addition to cultural capital, the phrase acting white causes social inequality within the African American community. Acting white is referenced as a situation in which some minority adolescents ridicule their minority peer for engaging in behaviors perceived to be characteristic of whites. These behaviors range from speaking standard English and enrolling in advanced placement classes to wearing clothes that are perceived as popular among whites. The concept of acting white was first introduced by Cynthia Fordham and John Oglew in 1986. Fordham and Oglew originally referred to acting white as a concept to explain African American students' underachievement, suggesting that African American students choose not to excel in the classroom due to fear of being accused of acting white. It was hypothesized that academic achievement is associated with holding Eurocentric values. In conclusion, as long as African American communities provide their youth with their identities, the social cost of breaking free will remain high. To increase the likelihood of achievement being accepted in these communities, African American students must be able to think critically and independently. In order to prevent the academic bias currently dominating schools, cultural or racial differences should be incorporated in the classroom through culturally sensitive curriculum. Education should be seen as a doorway to opportunity. There should be no prejudices against intelligence. There is no rule that says that intelligence belongs behind one racial boundary.